All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, you inglorious bastards and magnificent bitches.
It has begun!
It is Doc Mo, and we're back for my thought of the day.
How dare
And we're
you!
gonna dare on, Greta. We're gonna dare on, especially since I have my voice back, but now I need to spend a ridiculously increasing amount of money maintaining my grizzly beard and hair and stuff, maintaining my mane. So, life is life. But we got some things going on. We're gonna give some updates of things that's going on in the culture war because that's just how winning is done. Um, all these sanctions are gonna lead to some global food shortages. We're gonna talk about that. Babylon B is taking a stance against Twitter being retarded. Um, Daily Wire has basically declared war on one of their sponsors, and Josie Sumele is already out of prison or jail. Well, jail because he's going for appeal, but he's already out on bond. Some people don't like that. Some people do like that, but it is what it is. I mean, if it was non-violent, the lion for a crime, though. I mean, that I don't know. He was like hunger strike. He was gonna die. You can make up your own mind, but we're gonna get into that. Uh, but here first, we're gonna get into the more important things. I hope you're buying food and you're stocking. You've been doing the things, and you've been buying, stocking like cans away, or buying some survival food, or starting to grow your own food stuff because there's a global food crisis coming.
Winning? No.
There's a global food crisis coming. Let's just get right into this Timcast article right here. Sanctions on Russia may lead to a worldwide food crisis, experts warn. We are going to have a food crisis. It's not a question of how large, said fertilizer producer CEO. Yeah, so it's like it's going to be a food crisis, and it's a question of how big it's going to be. It might not affect you if you do some of the things I'm saying. It might not affect us at all because I don't think we rely on Ukrainian wheat and stuff, but I could be wrong. It's definitely going to devastate all you guys in Europe that are watching or listening or whatever. So I suggest you definitely start stocking up on things that are preservable. Canned foods, dehydrated foods, survival foods. Start a garden, grow your own food. Build a Four Seasons greenhouse if you have to. You can grow small things inside. Learn how to grow. You can grow potatoes inside using old rubber tires cleaned out. You can look that up how to like YouTube and Rumble and all these. Well, not just YouTube's decreasingly, but Rumble and all these other like tech platforms, the internet in general, search platforms like Brave and stuff. They can help you find this stuff. But sanctions against Russia are prompting concerns over a coming food crisis. On Friday, the Bloomberg Green Markets North American Fertilizer Price Index jumped across 10% due to Russian sanctions, the highest increase on record. Fertilizers. Russia's the world's largest producer of fertilizer.
Winning? No.
You suck!
I'm pretty sure America can produce their own fertilizer, which I think will be fine in America, but I'd still just prepare. On so here's Javier Bias, whoever this is, Blas's chart of the day. Fertilizer prices climb to a record as sales from Russia, one of the world's top producers, are disrupted, and super expensive natural gas from Europe curtails outputs. The chart below is New Orleans urea price from 1977 to date. Okay, so this is just the sharp rise in fertilizer prices. 2004. Oh, Biden, right at Biden, right? Right at Biden. Peak clown world. According to Bloomberg's Green Market, Russia has accounted for almost 1/5 of 21 fertilizer exports. Russia is also one of the world's top exporters of essential fertilizer ingredients such as urea, ammonia, and potash. Average Angus Media. I got to figure out how to embed these tweets in here like this, where you can see all the replies and stuff. I kind of like that. According to Bloomberg, the loss of Russian fertilizer supply due to its sanctions is likely to cause severe strain to crop nutrient supply before the war. The supply chain was under pressure as European fertilizer producers reduce output due to surging gas prices and rising freight costs. I mean, yeah, like trucker strikes and stuff like that. They they're going to stop delivering, which is going to cause prices to go up from those that are delivering because they're going to be in demand, and it's just something you're going to have to prepare for. Like, it could hit us here. We could end up in a Great Depression. Just be forewarned. On Friday, Sivantur Holster, the CEO of the large fertilizer producer Yariel International, told the Wall Street Journal, "We are going to have a food crisis. It's a question of how large." Norway-based Yara International announced last week, due to EU sanctions, it would no longer be purchasing supplies from Russia. Also told the Wall Street Journal that he was weighing on a moral dilemma even before the sanctions were official. He said that the eliminating Russian supplies would contribute to food inflation. Others have been expressed concerns about food shortages resulting from sanctions on Russian supplies. Replacing their volumes would take nearly half a decade at the very best, in some cases proved nearly impossible, as Russia is a large source of mineral deposits found in a few other global locations, said Alexis Maxwell, an analyst on Bloomberg's Green Markets. Yes, this is ridiculous. It's gonna have consequences on us only, and dire consequences. People are gonna starve to death and shit. And it's not even fucking affecting Russia at all. An editorial board article from the Washington Post had following to say about the worldwide food shortages resulting from accumulation of inflation and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Even before Russia launched a large-scale invasion of Ukraine, the year 2022 was on track to be one of the sky-high food prices, shortages, and deep hunger in many parts of the world. Now that these is a massive humanitarian crisis in Ukraine, and the war's impacts are reverberating around the globe. There is almost certainly not going to be enough food to feed the world this year. The situation is quietly becoming catastrophic, with the high likelihood of famine in the parts of the Middle East and Africa, warns the United States food programs. This is going to kill a lot of the disenfranchised people. Are going to starve to death because of this. Now, global conspiracy theorists might tell you that was the fucking point, but I don't know. It is what it is. You can make up your mind. There's going to be food fertilizer shortages, so growing your own food and stuff is going to be hard, especially if you're growing the common stuff people like to eat, which is the GMO stuff and stuff. So you might want to get some heirloom food, seeds. You might want to start growing your own foods this season, because tis the season. Tis the season right now to start growing some stuff and stuff. So it's build a greenhouse. We're going to build a greenhouse here. We haven't figured out whether we're going to dig down and put it up or whatnot, but we're going to build a greenhouse and start growing our own food here for the studio, because that's just how winning is done. And you got to prepare. You got to prepare when we're in these times of fuckery. I'm just fucking saying. Thank you for checking out this clip of my Thought of the Day podcast. You can catch this podcast every Tuesday through Friday at that'sonpoint.info by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's how winning is done. New clips go out daily, and we can't do this without you, so we appreciate your support. With that being said, consider joining for $5 a month, and you get early access to the uncensored version of this, early access to our weekly That's On Point podcast, and access to exclusive content only for members. All the money that we receive is going to go funnel back into this to hire more journalists and do more things for you guys, because that's how winning is done. It really is. We got a merch store and stuff. You can help there, and if you can't help via money, you can always just leave a comment, and share this out there, because that helps us more than you can immensely know. That's the best way to help. Just leave a comment, and share. And if you're listening to us, leave a review. Leave a good review. Help us boost us in the podcast ratings and get us up there, because that's how winning is done. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.